meeting number 600. Starting lineups will filter through on the bottom of your screen. NHL game. Hall feeds it back to the line. Nazar moves it for the stud young defenseman Alex Vlasic. Back to Nazar with a shot that gets swallowed up with 7 seconds remaining. Will Cooley tried to drag it through, picked up by the captain Nick Foligno and ushered on for a speeding Ilya Mikheyev with a backhand, fended off but collected by Foligno. Here's Alexis Lafreniere, quiet recently. Trocheck sends one knuckling up high over the top of Soderblom. Pinched down the wall, Chicago swats at it, bounces down in the circle, dropped in behind for Trocheck from Panarin with a sharp angle shot. Spits back out toward the half wall. Craig Smith braced for contact. The Rangers still with it. Vakanainen with a shot with traffic in front. Trocheck was parked there. Gets it back to the line. D to D. Here's Schneider softly on the rebound. Kicked right toward Lafreniere from Soderblom. For Tyler Bertuzzi, one of the big ticket acquisitions in the offseason. So the Rangers in another early hole. Work it out to the circle and a shot came in from Sam Carrick. They move it off with their third line. Philip Hedl through center. Got tripped up by Teuvo Teravainen. Moved off. Here is Hedl snapping one on. And Soderblom makes the stop.
And with that worst record, questions have started to surround the name of Peter Laviolette only in his second season.
Now Edstrom pursues. Gets cut off there by Nolan Allen in the corner. Carrick spins and fires. There was traffic in front. In that eventual 7-4 loss in our nation's capital. And he even said to us, you talk about defending the slot, that defensively he thought they were all right, that it was just a matter of the Capitals converting on some chances.
He said there were some bounces that kind of didn't go their way, Ovechkin goal being one of them, but at the end of the day, you give up 7 goals.
Yeah.
You know, something needs to change in the defensive zone. I don't care how the bounces are going. But I think he's trying to build this team up as well, you know, and that's coming from the head coach.
Pass finds Brett Berard. 17th career game, now moved across for Borgen, right into the glove of Arvid Soderblom.
Blocked quite a bit and knows a lot of things, so they're leaning on them to try to get some wins here, just to teach you guys how to win.
Riley Smith fed it net front for Johnny Brodzinski, who draws into that Chris Kreider spot today. Allen snapped it on for Jason Dickinson, and the two-way center lost it at the blue line, scooped up by Panarin. Panarin surveys. Panarin holds, drops. Lafreniere with a shot. Soderblom turned it aside. A face full of Mika Zibanejad into your living room. Back to the point. Here is Schneider walking in with a shot. Soderblom tried to wedge it out of there. Off a body on the way and clipped by Nazar. Bank back to the point for Adam Fox. Second on the team in points with 28. He gets it back along the right point. Fox surveys, high slot, Brodzinski, they score!
This puck comes around to Fox. This is why Fox is so talented. Watch his patience and watch his head. He keeps his head up the entire time. He's scanning the situation. Brodzinski ends up getting lost. He's high enough. He does not get into the...
Protecting the puck, earned possession. Kaiser, the 22-year-old out of Minnesota Duluth, cycles with Taylor Hall. The former first overall pick, the former Hart winner, got it through, didn't get all the way to the Rangers' net and lugged out of there by Vincent Trocheck. Trocheck moving in on the rush with a shot, turned aside. Trocheck tried to gather the rebound as well.
Trocheck came all the way from the defensive zone. He was the lone player in front of the net there.
Fox called for it, tried to pick a corner with some traffic in front, and then lobbed ahead. Here is Hall. Intercepted. Zibanejad read it well. Fed back across. Dragged through, and the backhand goes wide. Zibanejad had it blocked. Fox on a reload. Doorstep Vesey is stuffed by Soderblom. Score!
Continue to pressure, and they continue to fight for that puck, creating another turnover. Great play there from Fox, and then it's going to be Borgen who gets that loose puck. He makes no mistake. Hockeys are on their toes. They're creating turnovers. They're tracking back. Zibanejad with a great steal in the middle of the ice to create that sequence. That's what makes them successful, is playing like that. Especially in the Winter Classic, where it's, you know, lack of effort, lack of compete. I think if you have those things and you lose a hockey game, okay, you can live with it. But without those, you're not doing anything.
Nazar fed it across. Zibanejad with the back check, and Domingue freezes it. His 2-year career so far. He had the helper on the Tyler Bertuzzi goal for Chicago in the first, if you're just joining us. Shot comes in, kicked out, bounces back out for Berard. Worked it back to the line, chipped in by Fox. The rookie Berard dropped it off for a cutting Fox. Fox fed it across. Hedl scores! Philip Hedl picks a corner, and it's a... As Rangers' fourth line exits the zone, Jimmy Vesey chipped it deep, and Alex Vlasic tried to fend off Vakanainen. Carrick moving in. Carrick partially fanned on it, and then gloved by Arvid Soderblom. Jones went weaving in. Dickinson a rim. Feathered back along in behind. The captain Foligno back to the line. Jones sends it wide. Foligno fed on it and then scooped up by Artemi Panarin, trying to elude Colton Dach in his second career NHL game. Through center, here's Mika Zibanejad into the mitt on the Rangers blue line. Brody flicks it back around. Here is Connor Bedard. Started to go by him, got back to the point, popped away from Domingue.
Well, there were a couple nice defensive plays here in this game.
And now Hedl on the move. Stick handling in on Vlasic. Tried to drop it off for Cooley. Didn't get enough on it to work it off to young Will Cooley. In the circle, kicked out by Soderblom. Donato was trying to locate as it bounced out in the circle.
Bounced off of his head, it looks like.
On the entry, Hawks move back in. Smith, a shot is gloved. In behind, Lafreniere in pursuit. Kaiser was there as well. Got banked out of there by Soderblom, and now Kaiser steered it off and picked up by the Rangers net front, and a chance for Panarin. Lafreniere still with it. Tons of ozone time here for this elite line for the Rangers. Seam pass for Panarin. Try to pick it off the wall. Dickinson instead works it off to the blue line and out to neutral ice for Chicago.
Rangers again on their toes.
Stretch pass in ahead. Smith, backhand score!
He's put so much responsibility on himself. And when the team's not winning and you're not going good, you take a lot of that on your shoulders.
Braden Schneider dropped it off for Lafreniere. Panarin with a pump, midpoint, skating along the line. They score! Off a tip in front. The Rangers have potted 5. Foligno down to the ice. Trocheck bumped it out, and now it's center ice. It's Hall. Hall is in over the line. Taylor Hall with a shot, redirected, and Domingue flung out his left arm to get a piece of it. And now Foligno on the move. Foligno moving in, tried to work it with a power move on his backhand, but was cut off by Adam Fox.
Yeah, Foligno with a good chances off a turnover from the Rangers in the offensive zone.
Foligno trying to get it to Mikheyev, but was stonewalled by Domingue. Work back to the line. It's Kaiser toward the net. Redirected in front. Domingue sprawls out. Couldn't corral. And then a kick save on the backhand bid from Mikheyev.
Elevation in this league, and it's a learning lesson every game.
Yeah, it is different for sure from Rockford to here, stating the obvious. Shot from the point. Redirected home. The Rangers score. Philip. This one sent in with traffic in front of Louis Domingue. Out of the corner, turned around by Vakanainen. Blackhawks with it. Hall had bodies converge. Hall turns around, lifts it high. Bounce down for Dickinson to the right of Domingue. Waning seconds, Ryan Donato chips deep. And the New York Rangers come to Chicago. Second day of a back-to-back. And they win it 6-2 over the Blackhawks.